these things have been achieved by our women. If we in our party forget, it was our party that led the way in 1960 and 1962, then we are forgetting the ideals of our organization and what we believe in. Those who have worked in the trenches, remain loyal to the cause, sworn to service, will never undermine our party, undermine our leader and our leaders, and compromise our country. If you believe in God, as I do, then you should know that when the time comes to change the leader of our party, everyone will know. But tonight, it is not about me. As always, it is about you. The people of these beautiful, proud islands of the Bahamas, God's own islands, linked together by a sea so beautiful, so naturally rich and giving, that generations of our people have found sustenance in them. But these are testing times, and as beautiful as these islands are, the economic and social challenges around us are going to require every ounce of courage and imagination that we possess to take us through to higher ground. And one thing is absolutely certain: none of us can do it alone. When Bahamian workers are losing their jobs by the hundreds every week, when Bahamian men and women have to face their children with empty hands, when young couples cower in fear before their future, when the brightest and the best of our youth feel the ground cut from below them, when the night is pierced with the cries of hungry children, when fear and anxiety stalk our land, PLPs everywhere, when all these things are happening, it is not the moment to break ranks and to engage in a dance of destruction. We know only too well that a house divided cannot stand. And at this moment in the life of the Bahamas, there is one absolute imperative, and that imperative is unity. The PLP needs to stop the internal fire. We need a ceasefire. We must lay down the weapons that are causing mass destruction within our own party. We must now reach out and we must touch somebody's hand. All PLPs must know that we are in this together, and in the battle days ahead, we will need every fine warrior to be in the camp. There may be much about which we disagree, but the one thing I know we all agree on is that the people and the nation of the Bahamas are the most important things to all of us. And I can say without fear of contradiction that without you, there will be no me. Even PLP and FNM, I can say with complete confidence that while we may disagree completely about policies and approaches, the one thing I, for one, do not doubt is the sincerity of purpose on both sides. We all want to do what is best for the Bahamas. It's just that some of us might have a better, more clever idea of how to achieve it. And what's best for the Bahamas are policies and programs that give all of our people a decent standard of living, opportunity for advancement on merit, and security of body, mind, and soul. None of this can be achieved by the empty politics of pointless confrontation. Those days are over. Today, the Bahamian people are demanding real representation from those who have been elected to office, from all of us. The Bahamian people want their voices to be heard, and they want it to be heard out aloud in the corridors of power. The Bahamian people want to know that parliamentary debates are about getting the best for them, not about some MP's ego. Bahamians want to be assured that they matter in the highest office of this land, which are paid for and maintained by the people's money. They want to be sure that no one they send to their parliament to represent them will end up hijacking their power and using it for political gain. Bahamians are today too educated, too self-assured, and too wise to let the old times keep rolling their futures away from them. That is why Bahamians too want change, but not to the same old thing. Bahamians want better, they want quality, they want improvements. Bahamians want transformation. Change and transformation, not simply stolen from the lips of a gifted and skilled orator, but change that refocuses our minds, rekindles our desire for greatness, and inspires our spirit to love, respect, and to honor. The kind of change that truly puts Bahamians in charge of their destiny. The kind of change that creates first-class citizenship for all Bahamians. The kind of change that yields economic independence beyond the vagaries of the seasons. The kind of change that makes representation real. The kind of change that transforms politics from an ugly word and recognizes it as a private initiative for the public good. Transformation towards a 21st century nation where economic and social equity are more than mere words, where justice is lived every day in every way, where service is embraced with joy and with pride, and where there's honor to honest work. As a free and independent nation of over 35 years, we Bahamians can no longer blame our failings and our shortcomings on others. 35 years ago, we lifted our heads to the rising sun and pledged to excel through love and unity. The question we must face squarely today is, have we as a people truly excelled? I don't think any one of us will deny that from time to time we have lost our way from the lofty goals of our independent nation, but all is not lost. It is not too late for the Bahamas and for Bahamians to come together to renew their vows of commitment to this nation. As a people, we need to come to some common understanding of our shared destiny and commit ourselves to a common purpose of building a nation that guarantees a place of dignity for all. And how do we achieve this? With astute management and deployment of all of our resources, especially our human and natural resources, with imaginative economic programs designed for self-sufficiency, with an educational system that equips our people with quality training relevant to the needs of the Bahamas and to the needs of the Bahamian people, with a local government framework that anchors people participation in the democratic process at the community level, with clear processes for accountability and transparency in the management and use of public funds, with representation that expresses the will of the people